Hi, welcome back to my channel. My background is different because I'm in a different setting and I'm in the process of moving. But I created this, I don't know what to call it yet, but it's like a gunmetal smoky eye with some glitter. I wore this yesterday to the Party Next Door concert and I got so much love on the picture I posted. I didn't even expect to get all that. So I was like, why not just go ahead and get ready and film it. And I'm going to try to talk more in this video, so hopefully you guys like that. If you guys want to see how I achieved this smoky eye with glitter look, just keep on watching. Okay, excuse my ratchet nails. I'm getting them done tomorrow. I'm just going to start off with brushing my eyebrows out with this spoolie from Anastasia. It's the number 12 brush. Do it to both sides. Okay. Just trying to play me. Alright, so I'm brushing out both sides. Then I'm going to start filling them in with the MAC Fluid Line in Deep Dark Brunette. It makes it sound really dark, but I promise it's not if you blend it out. So take just a little bit at a time. And I don't really do anything special, so I'm probably not going to be the greatest at explaining this part. But I basically just lightly fill it in until I get the color and the shape that I like. And then I'll go back in with that spoolie and I'll blend it out. Them edges though. Okay, don't get distracted. Now I'm going to clean them up with NC25 Studio Finish from MAC. I'm just going to make them look better. And I'm going to do the top too. Sometimes I do the top, sometimes I don't. Today I am. Then I'm just going to go ahead and buff this nonsense out with this no-name brush from, we don't know. It's just like a little small fluffy brush though. Okay, so because it got loud in the house, I'm going to go ahead and do a voiceover for the rest of the video. Taking Salted Caramel from the first chocolate bar palette, I'm going to go ahead and build that shade in my crease. The video is sped up, but I do take a long time just building this because it's kind of the foundation for this whole eyeshadow look. Now I'm taking the shade Unseen from one of the melt stacks and essentially doing the same thing with the same brush. Going in with the shade Lovesick from the same melt stack, I'm just going to start adding some warmth in my crease to prepare for the darker colors. Now taking the shade Jilted from the Electric palette, I'm just going to add some more pink tones into my crease. It looks purple in the pan, but it shows up as like a true fuchsia color. Okay, now for the real fun. I'm taking this black color called Licorice from the Semi-Sweet palette that I clearly cracked. And I'm just going to leave this part slow because I take a really long time blending that black out, because there's like a fine line between smoky eye and black eye. Clearly, I'm excited about the glitter. Okay, so when in doubt, use eyelash glue for glitter adhesive. That's what I'm doing here, just patting it on really thin so it's not too sticky. Oh, and how could I forget the star of the show? The glitter I'm using is from NYX. It's called Face and Body Glitter in the shade Gunmetal. Now I'm just adding a wing liner, a baby wing, with this really cheap eyeliner. I forgot where I got it, but I think it was like $1. It's called H2O. Okay, so now I'm just using a wipey just to wipe off the extra glitter that got down on my face so that way it doesn't show through my foundation. So I went to Macy's tonight and this nice lady at the Laura Mercier counter gave me like some eye cream and a primer. I'm not sure exactly what everything's called, but I'll have everything listed in the description box below. Spraying my face with some Fix Plus. You'll see me do this like 5,000 times in this one video. I have an obsession. This is that primer that she gave me. It was really hydrating. I liked it. So finally my skin is prepped for foundation. I'm going to be using the Smashbox HD, I believe it is. I'm going to be very generous with this because it is very lightweight and it has like about a medium coverage. I feel like no matter how much I put though, I still can see like my discoloration and everything, so it's definitely more natural, which is what I was going for since the eyes are so dramatic. For some reason the foundation looks lighter on camera, but I promise it is my shade in person. Going in with the beauty blender just to make sure everything is nice and seamless. So now I'm using the LA Pro Girl concealer in the shade Creamy Beige. I am super generous with this concealer, especially with this foundation since it doesn't cover anything. I kind of get the extra coverage from the concealer. So I'm going to use this to conceal and highlight the high points of my face. I also take this time to like go in with the edge of my brush and sharpen my eyeliner just to make sure that if I messed up anywhere, I can still get that nice clean eyeliner shape that I like. This is probably the most tedious part of the whole thing, is just blending out the concealer, making sure it's smooth and blends into the foundation seamlessly. I'll even go in with the back of the beauty blender just to make sure that you can't see where the foundation and the concealer start or finish. Okay, so clearly I also have problems with the Mercier powder. No, but for real, it is bomb. It's probably the only powder that I've used that doesn't give me like a white under eye, and also like when you take flash pictures, doesn't give you any flashback, and it just makes it look nice and smooth underneath your eyes. So sometimes I bake, sometimes I don't. Today I'm just pressing it in for a smooth under eye because the eyes are so dramatic and because I was in a rush for the concert. I'm just doing the same thing with this Urban Decay press powder in medium warm. Just going over that area just to make sure it's not too white and to make sure everything blends seamlessly. Okay, so now I'm just going to start smoking underneath my eye with that same Lovesick color from the Melt Stack. Am I the only one that doesn't like their eyeshadow until you do the inner corner highlight? I'm just using the purple one from this Sleek Makeup palette. I believe it's in the shade Solstice. Now I'm just applying some Lily lashes in the style Miami with this Kish lash glue. Now just adding one of my favorite mascaras from Benefit. Just using that to blend my falsies and my real lashes together. I usually do that first, but I guess I forgot. Now using another one of my favorites from Benefit. This is their Hoola bronzer. I'm just using this to contour my cheeks and add some color. Not really bronzing, I'll do that later on. But I'm just kind of defining my face shape right now. And now time for highlight. This is definitely my favorite part of doing makeup. If this wasn't involved, I probably just wouldn't do it at all. I do it directly after I spray my face with the Matte Fix Plus. That way it looks really like dewy and glowy. This is Gilded Honey by Laura Geller, by the way. Back at it again with the Fix Plus. I told you guys I'm obsessed, but it really does make your makeup look really glowy and skin-like. Look for that highlight though. Bam. There it is. The Jaclyn Hill Face Palette. Because why not add more highlight, you know? Okay, just finishing up lining my lips with this NYX lip liner in the shade Mahogany. Now I'm going to go ahead and fill it in with this MAC lipstick in Midsummer Night. And then I'm going to add this Sally Hansen gloss, which the name is scratched off, I'm sorry. But it's kind of just like a clear gloss with pink glitter specks in it. So this is the final look. I did it exactly how I did it yesterday. I even wore the same choker again. The only difference is I have a different top on. I try to do my hair the same way, but it's not really cooperating. I hope you guys enjoyed. If so, subscribe and like.
Yeah, every day that's you and me. All day that's